Right, you know the sliding doors on the side of fans, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at the rail, it comes in. He was stood in there. One of the guys gone up, swung the door, not knowing he's there. As it's gone in, it's gone bang, and then shuddered back open. where it smashed it through there, and it shuddered back open. The guy's like, oh, what the?
No wonder Dad's just an absolute mess. I have now moved out.
Adam's moved out.
I still had dinner here tonight though, didn't I?
Yeah, you've done that.
Finesse.
You've been painting all day, mate.
Yeah. I've been painting for 2 hours, mate.
Okay.
Oh, graft.
You've been up for 2 hours.
No, I was up from 7 o'clock. I was watching Peaky Blinders, so I kind of got stuck. I was like,
Banging.
I've already watched the second season, but I just sat and watched the first 2 episodes of it again. I was like, I love
One
it.
as well,
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I haven't. I've paused it. We did watch the first 2 episodes, and then we kind of. I've been more into
You wanna
Bel
wait?
Air. I've been more into Bel Air at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love it. Why are you laughing, mate? Have you
It's
watched
just a
it?
controversial subject at
Fresh
the moment,
Prince,
isn't it?
Oh well, we did start with that. I was going to start with How's Your Week, boys, but yeah, I mean, we'll get on to Will Smith later, shall we?
That has been a good start.
I think we've heard enough about Will Smith.
We got a comment on it though, Mum's news and it.
They want to
It's
hear what
news.
we have to say.
It's a
Mum.
topic. Do you know what I mean? Hot topic.
It's a hard-hitting topic, Mum.
Hot takes.
Well,
It's not
it was a slap, mate. It's not really.
You'll
hard
give your
hitting,
opinion when we get to it, though, won't you? You know you will. You know you will.
Both need their heads banging.
No, they
She
don't.
won't wait that long.
I
No,
don't
they
think they
don't.
do.
What, him and Jade?
I was going to say, she's had plenty of banging, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Definitely. Bit blurry.
Unless that's my eyesight going.
Probably your eyesight, let's be real.
She says that looking for her glasses. Like,
She said that last time.
Is
it
there
was
anything else in the
absolutely
camera? Like, is that paperwork getting caught in the camera shot?
fine.
No?
I don't know, turns to
Hands over, all personal detail is now on
These are
show.
my bank details.
there ain't nothing in there.
The whole thing's blurred. Put it back onto my face. Or any of them.
Your face. Your face.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
okay.
it's
It's
okay.
probably just me.
I reckon
Okay.
it is.
Why do I
Definitely.
smell burning
Okay.
rubber?
Mum's had one too many coffees.
Mum, is there some
I
rubber
haven't
burning
actually.
or something?
Sorry?
Is it just me that smells something burning?
Yeah.
Have you showered?
I've actually got a question. Is,
Yeah, but I don't smell like
is
burning
it
rubber.
possible, by the way, to catch a cup of tea at the wrong time?
Yes.
Because we're watching back through
No,
the...
it's so funny, isn't it? But
It's
I
the
don't. I
weirdest
swear
thing.
I pointed this out when I was
I
editing.
know,
Yeah,
I was
no,
watching
it is.
through and I was
It's
like,
the most
what?
nonsensical thing.
Yeah.
I noticed it at the time, but I never really thought about what you're saying.
Oh, don't know what you're on about. My tea's
the
During
whole
editing, I was
video.
like the whole thing. I was pissing myself editing that
It's so
video just
weird.
because, like, Spen, you're just the most
Oh,
funny
this is-
individual without trying to be.
This cup of tea is foul.
But yeah, it was then past that. Yeah, I'm sure I sent a snippet of it
Yeah,
in the
no, you
WhatsApp
did.
chat. I did.
Because you were like,
And then
it's
him
been
just like-
slating Mum's tea.
Yeah, it depends if you just catch it at the wrong time.
I
Harry was
believe-
like,
Harry, yeah, because Harry went, my tea
What?
tastes really nice. Oh, I probably just caught it at the wrong time then. Did you use the right milk? Was the milk off?
I went, the milk could have been off, and he went, it does happen. I was like, yeah. I guess it does.
It can happen.
brilliant.
Well, we got another one coming out soon, haven't
We
we?
have got another one. I'm so excited, mate. I'm
I can't wait.
so
I'm
excited
too
about
tired
it.
for this.
I'm scared.
Another sibling rivalry, bro.
That wasn't a sibling rivalry, that
Yes, it
one.
was.
That-
Yes,
I thought that was the
it
pod.
was.
You're having a
No.
stinky
Oh no, that was Spend. That was the
Bad jokes, I'm
Was
sure
that
it
the bad
was.
joke? No, that was the
Something-
whisper
yeah, one of
challenge.
them,
Because it was
Bad
just
joke.
me and Spen, and I was like, what? Like, if you guys were
Yeah,
here,
no,
like,
yeah,
this
because we were
tea is
upstairs.
rank.
Tea is rancid.
Yeah, no, it was the whatchamacallit one.
Yeah, it's the
Whispers
whisper
one,
one.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Read my lips.
Anyway, yeah, the new sibling rivalry coming out, boys. Filming it on Sunday.
Yeah.
Do we
We're
have to?
Excited and nervous
I'm
at
gonna
the same
I'm
time.
going to book Monday off.
I think it's sensible.
I can't book Monday.
Honestly,
off.
it won't be that bad. You might feel it for like an hour or two afterwards, but
Well, from what I've heard, they were struck in the fetal position the day after.
I think that is people that are taking it like, we'll follow the instructions, we'll use a drop, all right?
Yeah, we'll
I think people are like dabbing and just being nuts and like, oh my god, you know. We won't take it to that level.
I still remember watching.
We're doing a spice challenge, by the way. Clarify for the
Yes.
viewers. Like we're doing a hot ones, our version of hot ones, aren't we? Where we're all gonna get my eldest involved as well. She's gonna put Harry to Shane, I reckon.
I think
She
I think
loves her
Tash
hot,
wants
spicy
to try
stuff.
some as well.
Can
Who?
we
Tash one.
Oh,
Tash does, does she?
I don't know if she wants to be in the video, but I know she
Doesn't
wants
have to be, but
Is
yeah.
that
She,
good?
she loves Naga chili.
Yeah, but is that okay?
Yeah, that's a myth, mate. They literally say to you before.
It is
to
a
have
myth unless
curry.
you're vomiting and shitting
Yeah, it
for like
depends-
a day
yeah, it
afterwards in the
depends.
fetal
Yeah,
position.
so
Yeah.
possibly the de Bomb, but not the last one.
Mate, by all
The
means, she
girl,
can keep
yeah.
it. I think they're in date till like 2023.
Mate,
so
her
after,
insides are like asbestos, mate.
Then she'll be fine.
She will be fine. I can
She'll be fine.
guarantee it. Like I said, she was sat there with Naga chili wings and she just polished off a lot, no problem.
Even though I reckon
she'll be
those
alright.
last two. Not saying they'll trip her up, but she'll be like, ooh, ooh.
I reckon we should have one before the first one for Harry and just do plain salt and pepper wing and see if he can handle it.
The
I
other
don't,
day,
mate. I think you'll be
I
alright.
think I had those like red packets of Doritos the other day.
Oh, what chili heat wave?
No, I did genuinely whopped it all.
Heat wave.
Yeah,
Sweating as well, probably.
with the pint of water.
That'd probably make it worse, to be
Yeah.
honest. The water. Yeah. You
Should we-
You shouldn't drink water.
It's such a bad idea, guys.
Should we do it with the
I can't wait. I can't wait just for the reactions. That's what I'm so excited about. Editing.
Do you
like-
reckon we should do the forfeit as well for it, or are you just thinking we
I don't think. Well, I think it's a great idea.
I think that would be hilarious.
But then I don't want to copy. So we watched another video, channel's Jolly, so I think it's John and Ollie or something like
Yeah.
that. And they did a spice challenge. It was hilarious. And they had forfeits basically where they have milk and tequila. So basically it's like you can ask for milk at any point throughout the challenge. But if you do that, we got to do rock, paper, scissors. So it was just the two of them. They rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins the rock, paper, scissors gets the drink of milk and the other one gets a shot of tequila, which amplifies it by like 3 times. And the guy who kept asking for milk was the one who kept getting the tequila. And
he
it
got
was
the
like,
milk
mate,
once,
it's
and it was
so
on the
funny,
second
though.
one in.
I just
So
down the
funny.
tequila, mate.
Just numb the
It might
pain.
make
Exactly,
it-
and
it
then
might
you get
make
numb
it-
after a certain.
It'll make you
point,
more
surely.
confident. Nah.
No,
It'll make you more confident to do it, though.
Harry would have the tequila prior to the video,
I
mate.
like the idea because alcohol is supposedly, like other alcohols, not tequila, but like vodka or something like that, is supposed to help diffuse it.
Yeah, because it is a bit of a burn.
Let's
anyway,
get
isn't
some
it? It's like
peach
flushing it
now.
out,
So
surely.
I think it might be a decent idea if people aren't working the next day. Like obviously, if you're going to book it off, I don't know about you.
I can't, it's
No,
my
I've
first
got
day.
it.
Far
I've
too-
got to go.
yeah.
But then I
Yeah.
don't reckon you'll need to drink the alcohol, mate. You'll be all right. You're not too bad with spice, are you?
Oh, I might just book them.
Well, put it this way,
Doctor's appointment
Tash has a go
online.
at me whenever I order a madras from the curry house because I sit there top off sweating.
Bro, I get a call.
I will eat it and I love it, but I'm like,
I literally get.
Sweats is fine. You're allowed to burn
I
up.
sit there and sweat my nuts.
Yeah,
off.
but when you
It's
get to the hot
so
ones, there
tasty.
are no sweats. It's just the shakes.
Bro, I had a pepperoni. the
Your
other day.
body cannot
Yeah, like-
sweat.
I
You just
do-
have
you
pepperoni-
you just
pepperoni
know
pizza.
pizza.
he said,
Mate,
yeah.
Sometimes you can catch that, and it's
Well,
Remember
you catch it at
saying,
the
mate.
wrong time.
yeah,
sort of
catch it
thing,
at the
yeah.
wrong time.
It was like a peppercorn.
Oh yeah, mate. You sprinkle that, and then a chunk comes out. I go, mate, I can't have it anymore. I can't eat that anymore.
Oh, what, you mean like the time Mum made
Yeah, 'cause you bite
burgers?
into that. You bite into that, and you're gone.
You mean the time Mum made
apparently
burgers and
the IBD.
snapped the bottom of the grinder off and you just had chunks of peppercorn in
Oh
it?
mate,
She
my
sat
pepper
there-
grinder's knackered. You literally grinding it away and the whole thing just falls apart constantly.
Mum made burgers,
Oh, for
dropped the
fuck's
entire peppercorn, like the entire shaker of peppercorns
Tried to get
into the
all of
mins.
them out.
Thought she got all of them out. Yeah, she got them out of everyone else's but mine. I swear to God, I'm sat there eating them and I pulled out at least 30 peppercorns. I'm just like,
Pop on a lot.
because every single time you bite, I'm sat there biting a piece, pull that piece out of my mouth, and then have to chew round little edges. It was the least enjoyable meal I have ever had because I was more focused on like, oh, it's a peppercorn, flick that
How
out of
did
the
you
way.
had it?
Oh, you know, mate, you
Swallow them
couldn't. It was, yeah, but where's the enjoyment?
You just swallow them all.
It was a burger. I wanted to enjoy it. It was a lamb burger, so they were disappointing, but you know. Mum, they weren't burgers, that was lamb meatballs in a giant bat.
I did lamb burgers last night.
They went from small
They went from that
to like
this
that.
little bullet.
Are we going to be alright leaving you in charge of cooking these chicken wings?
Mate, if they
Yes.
shrink, that's fine.
Chicken
wings don't matter if they shrink.
Wrong with cooking.
And then we had- and then we had
Misjudged
cottage pie today.
burgers.
Mum,
There's nothing
anything,
wrong with it. I just misjudge it. big
anything
time.
that you cook.
Said
Yeah,
the
so-
burgers have shrunk. She said they were half that size when I started.
Really?
Anything that you cook that is spherical in any way, whether it be stuffing balls, whether it be burgers,
Oh,
you
come on,
burn
that was-
them.
How long ago
Garlic
was that with
bread.
Stuffing balls.
Yeah, but we ended up having a roast dinner without any stuffing.
No, we had
Burnt it.
we had
Because
stuffing.
they
No, you
were-
couldn't because you needed to keep your teeth.
Yeah, no, they were there to hold the placemats.
Paperweights. They were
That
terrible.
was.
Those are
frozen-
buy and buy.
No, it was the frozen meat stuffing balls.
Yeah, but they weren't frozen, Mum. They were burnt. You left them in way too long.
Do you know why Mum left them in longer? Because they were frozen. They needed to cook longer.
We just need a banner from Mince, mate. What do we have today? Cottage pie.
Mate, there was nothing wrong with the cottage pie. It was
but it-
lovely.
Get that meme up with the cottage pie. Like, what was it? Mint for the 5th day in the row.
Yeah.
Do you
God.
go hungry?
Yeah, most nights, man.
Too spicy. It was a
No, the
bad
reason he
choice.
goes.
Yeah, I'll go. Mum goes. I come in after a long day's work, and Mum goes. And she
That's
goes.
if you're not working from home.
Exactly.
Yeah, if Harry's working from home, it's even longer.
Longer.
Yeah.
But I go, Mum.
That's because he's watching Top Boy or like.
No, he will. Yeah, but he has it on his phone, and he just flat out.
Who comes home after
No, well,
a
no.
long day's work?
Well, you finish.
Shut up, part time.
Twice a week. Twice a week.
Sickie the other week.
Yeah, she did as well.
Actually, I'll cut that.
No, you got to keep
No one
that.
from your work watches the pod do that.
But I'll say like, Mum, what's for dinner? And she goes, well, me and your dad are having fish, and I go, so what about me? And she goes, well, there's there's eggs, there's bacon, there's bread.
Right.
You could have a fry-up,
Right.
mini fry-up, and I'm like,
Harry,
right, okay, so
you
just
think
make
that's-
whatever you want, Harry.
I think that's bad. The amount of times Mum went, "Oh, Spence, I've done you dinner." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. What is it?" She goes, "I've done salmon." Yeah, that's great, Mum, but I
She
hate
knows
salmon.
what she's doing.
Really? I thought you
Yeah,
loved
she
it.
knows what she's doing.
No, never,
Yeah.
ever have
But
I
it's when she
liked salmon.
explains the meals, bro. I'm like,
If you-
Mum, what is
I
that?
tell you
She
what-
goes, there's bread, there's ham, there's cheese. You can have a ham and cheese sandwich. And I'm like, I could have figured that out myself.
Breaks down the ingredients. Yeah, every single time. And sometimes she'll just throw in. We've got mackerel in the fridge if you want. No, that nobody will eat that.
There's
Other
a
than
reason
Dad.
that mackerel's been in there for 2 years.
You do.
No, we don't.
Out of the tin, you do.
No, we don't. I bought that as
To
the
be
first.
fair, I actually do, yeah.
Right, I have just bought.
Bit spicy, that.
We so
It is, bro. Have you ever had the hot? It's a bit spicy in that, man.
so Mum
Which
took
one?
me.
The one in the
salt,
chili
isn't it?
sauce or the one
No,
in the
the
tomato
one in the tomato sauce.
Tomato sauce, not too spicy.
Spicy
Maybe I
tomato
can do
sauce
it.
they have.
You can, mate.
But Mum and I went and did my first food shop for the house. And we're walking down the aisle and I was like, oh, you know what? I might try mackerel again. That is the first time I've ever said that I will try eating mackerel in about 7 or 8 years. And Mum's just pulled a face at me going, yeah, nobody ever really eats the mackerel. And she's like, you love mackerel. You always eat out of the tin. No,
That's tuna.
it's tuna.
Mackerel is actually,
Yeah,
it actually does
tuna,
slap
tuna.
though, mackerel.
Yeah, just not in the spicy
That's
tomato.
alright.
Not for me.
Not for me either, to be honest.
Nah. I do like
Well,
fish
I-
like that.
I don't
But
mind
that's just
fish.
it. Mum goes on about how much
Like
I like
anchovies.
fish.
Do you like them?
I
I've
tried.
never had it.
I've tried
Hairy fish.
Too bougie.
Hairy
I tried
fish, mate.
paella for the first time, which is really nice.
Paella.
Yeah, which is
Fish fingers are completely
No,
different.
it's
Yeah.
a fish.
it's cod.
Paella, the rice
That is
dish.
cod.
Yeah, so
There's
paella.
nothing.
I'll wait for waffle.
I'm sorry. Fish fingers do not count when you say I like fish.
It's a
There's,
fish.
but
No,
it's
they do.
bog standard cod.
Okay, so
Not
what?
all the time, it ain't. It could
Whenever
be
she
anything.
goes, well, yeah, but it's generally
Yeah, but-
typical white fish, isn't it?
what
fish
is-
like coley?
What is cod?
It's a fish.
Haddock.
What is
Pretty much.
cod?
Pretty much.
Okay,
the
what is
same
cod and
thing, mate.
haddock? They're a fish.
They are a
Do you
fish.
like them?
Right.
Do you like them?
My point is, in fish fingers,
Do you
fuck
like
all
them?
in it, really.
Do you like them?
You went, it's not fish, it's cod.
But not only
That's
that,
a fish.
right? But it's, I
So
said
you
the
fish
only-
don't even have fingers.
The only time.
That's mad. That's not even do it.
That just makes me think of the South Park episode of I like fish
Fish sticks, yeah. Can't, yeah.
It's coley, which is like a cheaper version.
Oh.
But it's, I said to Rob, it's like the only time I eat fish is if it's battered, like
Same as
fish
your
chops,
sausage,
fish
yeah?
and chip chops.
Just swimming
Right.
in alcohol.
It's Harry as a fish.
Being battered fish.
I
yeah.
completely forgot what I was saying.
Paella, mate.
Paella. Yeah.
I know what paella is.
So, yeah, I tried that for the first time. It was literally, rice dish with red peppers, chorizo, and it had prawns, scallops,
but sounds awful.
mussels.
Absolutely awful.
Actually amazing.
Yeah. Not my thing, mate.
No, I didn't think I was going to like it. Really, really nice. I told Dad, he was like, I don't really like eating things that are in a shell. I was like,
Not on your plate. The things come out
yeah, but you...
in a shell.
Right, mate.
He's having
Dad.
to speak now. He has to sit up.
That's of course what he was saying. Dramatic effect.
He needs one of the
Is it
orthopedic
a
chairs
shell?
where it lifts him out
But
of
the
it
chair
as
lifts
well.
getting his
Dad,
next week.
you yourself are a shell of a man, so you cannot say any...
Oh, man.
That's just rude.
Look at him.
Blows.
He's let himself go since the Breaking Dad.
Rude.
Rich,
Like a
you
hermit
listen to
crab
your
that
hair.
left his shell. you know when Zoidberg in Futurama
Oh, God, yeah.
He is like a puffer fish.
when Zoidberg from Futurama takes his shell off, that's him.
Well, look at him. He's always clammy.
Do you know what, we haven't even got to like how's your week's been, but I'm going to do the intro now.
And then-
because I sense time's getting on.
That's
So, hello and welcome to Family Goals. We are the sons of Nana D. My name is James, and to my right we have
Harry.
Adam.
The waffle.
and over in the far corner
Dad.
The shell of a man.
and behind the camera.
Mum,
You've really got to
Didn't
stop doing the
fancy
fingers.
that.
Oh,
He's actually
wait.
got fish eyes.
Refocus.
Yeah.
Fisher.
Yeah, it's just black.
Yeah, I suppose the blackness of the eyes. Yeah, but barely any white there.
You, man.
Really?
Alright.
you weren't there, really.
No,
It's getting bullied. No.
it's Harry's being mean. He thinks he knows best. I'll just brow down to his.
Oh,
I don't know
oh!
what
I
that
heard
means.
that wordplay.
Brow.
Yeah, you're brow down.
I think he's on
rap
about-
battles, bro.
What?
Get him on the rap battles.
Who,
A
Dad?
little bit of wordplay, mate.
We are all
Is he
going
on
to take
about
jabs
your-
at them on like, both of them on the rap battles. Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
little,
yeah.
little sprinkles of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was he on about? Your monobrow?
I don't know, mate.
I think
I can't really talk. Mine's grown out.
Should we finish the intro?
Yeah, Family Goals is a weekly show where we discuss random topics, FPL being one of them. If you like what you see, then please do hit the like button on this video and then the subscribe button and click the notification bell to stay in the loop with all new content. Also, follow us on social media. We are on...
Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Twitter
Anyone? Yeah.
and TikTok.
And TikTok. And what's the tag, Spen?
As Sons of Nana D.
As Sons of Nana D. Also, if you are an FPL manager, do join our league. The league code is above Harry's head. Ping! And I think that's it, isn't it?
And the,
Yeah.
and the noties and that.
Oh,
Subscribe.
don't forget.
We've literally just done that.
Am I in the
first
Am
thing.
I in the room?
I don't
No,
think,
you're not.
Am
I
I
don't
in
think so.
the room?
I tell you what, we've already done that, so stick the kettle on.
Ah, he's followed straight
yeah.
on. Stick the kettle on. I am rather parched, to be fair.
Yeah, so-
Yes.
That'd
So-
be good.
Yeah.
Like the itch after you've shaved. Just Harry was saying we should get a Manscaped sponsor or try and aim for getting sponsored by
That's the
Manscaped.
aim. It's a bum, mate.
I said
I'm
to him,
so happy.
'Cause they're-
Oh,
they're-
mate, I wouldn't even do Manscaped.
They're the-
the
they're-
one blade. That's
No,
what
they're-
use.
I literally, I did
Revolutionised
that,
my game.
right? I got that.
What, for your balls and your bum?
Everything.
Mate, it literally,
Just that-
No, well, kind of gooch area.
Yeah, but
See,
Well,
no,
I'm
I need
very
to.
hairy.
We need to shave our
Well,
asses
the thing
because
is, I got the one blade. It
You get
came with two
Klingons.
blades and combs. I was like, fuck
Oh, look
yes.
at my legs. That's not. That's quite hairy, and that's not even the worst part.
Do you know what?
Behind, up here.
When I was
it's you get Klingons.
when I was younger, so my legs were hairier when I was younger, going through teen years than they are now. But it's all the hair removal cream that I used when I
Oh,
was
what the
Use hair removal.
yeah, for like
What's the
for like
brand
jokes,
called?
yeah.
What,
Yeah.
what's the
Oh
brand?
yeah,
called?
very weird,
Like,
and it's damaged my legs to be honest.
What's
What are
the
you trying to
brand?
say, Adam?
Nair.
I don't remember the brand. I just remember it stinging.
Yeah, that's if
And
you
it
leave it
being a
on too
very
long as well.
freaky process where you like literally just do that as a rake and
And it
all
comes
the hair
straight
just
off.
comes straight off. It's very strange.
I've
Yeah,
never
I don't like
shaved
that.
my legs and never will. I've
shaved
waxed
the
it as a
back before,
joke.
bored.
Tried writing a word in there and everything. Yeah, it's just silly.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah, it did work.
It removes that hair in one section.
Can't
yeah, but
remember.
I didn't know whether it, if as
remember.
you're wiping it off, it would take off.
No, because you're doing a clean one. It has to sit there for like how long? Like 10 minutes? Any
Not
longer?
even that,
no,
mate.
I was going to say any longer, and it starts burning your skin.
Yeah, I think it just essentially does that. It's not nice stuff.
It is
And
basically
it
acid.
stinks
Yeah.
as well, like the burning hair smell.
It's like
is not nice.
I was just thinking more like when you have to saw acrylic. Like
Oh,
my
yeah.
brain
yeah.
went to construction like back in year 5, sawing acrylic, and you're like,
I remember when they told us in the school, like, yeah, we're going to be making pen knives. I went, yes. And then I realised how crap it was.
Oh, he
Ah,
didn't even get prompted. He is thirsty.
He's a thirsty man.
Thirsty.
hey,
Thank you
you're
for
a thirsty
that.
bitch.
Thank you very much. We haven't heard much from the old man so far, have we?
No, he's,
Not a lot.
he's
little
got.
bit.
It's because
we
he's
had
got.
the chair go down and then start.
He's not
piping
said
up
much
then,
because he's
but-
just crawled back in his shell.
Oh.
Mate, this is what I've said. Like, he says so much outside the pod. Cameras come on.
He gets- he
Camera
gets-
shy. As soon as it off, he just
Ooh,
starts rinsing.
there's a tin.
Oh mate, me
He's
and Mum
going
went
in first.
Tesco.
Good. What's in there?
Keep the lid off,
Shall we
mate.
have a look?
Empty.
Oh!
Yeah, me and Mum went shopping.
Got a mixture.
Got the variety pack.
They haven't been blended together very well, but it's all right. What's on the
Yeah, I
top?
didn't want to break them.
So you've got the
So we've got malted milks, we've
malted
got-
milks, custard creams, bourbon,
Yeah, the
and
custard creams is where I want to be. So if someone wants
Well,
to start
Mum's
rummaging,
Custard creams or bourbons, mate.
No, I think. Oh, here you go, James. Custard cream there.
where mate?
Malted milk, that's where it's at.
Mate, you're gonna say you want just one.
No, here on the edge. Look, you got to look, mate. You got to look. You got to look. You got to look.
Oh mate, yeah,
I
right.
have.
Getting the eye
This is hard. There we go. Got a couple. Sorry, mate. One going to elbow you. It's all right.
I got
that
it on the way
UFC.
back from
What
work.
the-
It's
What's
like
she
that.
What's her name again?
Biggest one.
Molly?
Oh, Molly. Yeah, meatball Molly, mate.
Meatball Molly. That's the
Meatball
one that you
Molly.
met, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
was gonna
say
say,
met
it's a bit
like
harsh, isn't it?
yeah,
No, mate.
vaguely.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wouldn't remember me, mate. For she meets so many people, didn't she?
Hey,
But it
That's
was
the
just a
Scouts
like,
girl, isn't it?
yeah.
And
The brutal
they said on the
elbow.
Oh,
radio,
so
she's called Meatball Molly because she worked at Subway.
Probably.
right?
Is
I
that
don't actually
actually?
know.
That's so joke.
That's
Don't know.
brilliant.
She
don't
is a
know.
brute as well.
Yeah,
She's
she
like-
is. Yeah, just a savage.
Oh, mate,
Yeah,
that
absolute savage.
knockout
Scary
was
lady.
just. Oh.
Yeah, she used to train at Ippon with Jeff.
You
so.
said. No, she's gone too far into her shoulder.
No.
like she's brought her head
No,
too
you
close
said-
into
you-
the
you
shoulder.
misunderstood
Why did he
what I
put
said.
his head?
No,
Why did she put her head next to her elbow? And I was like,
No, I didn't say that.
think
at
that's how
all.
it works,
That's
though.
not what I said at all. What I said was that was a stupid move from her because as she was trying to grapple her, she moved right way round above her shoulder, which is just asking for an elbow.
You still don't really expect a spinning elbow, though. I'd
and she was
imagine.
knackered.
Yeah,
And
When you're in
she
a
did
brawl,
look in
you're
a
like-
bad place afterwards as well.
really.
Yeah.
As
like,
Paddy said, sent to the shadow realm.
Yeah. Legend, by the way.
He is,
Unfortunately, I think he.
I know this sounds mental.
He's getting. He's
His
getting
chin is
taken.
in the air
Yeah.
constantly, mate. But he can take a shot,
Just
so who
should
knows?
I-
getting spot.
I'm half tempted to suggest, and I think this might come
Just
back to
suggest
bite
it,
me in
don't
the
get half
ass.
tempted.
No.
Do you reckon it'd be funny or worth me trying to like train to enter a white collar
That'd be baller.
match in like a year or two?
Absolutely.
Hey,
That would be
I watched the
baller. A white
video
co-
of
what,
Steve
like boxing?
White.
Like a charity event.
Yeah.
No idea.
baller.
Boxing or MMA or whatever.
I watched.
You're not coming
you
to
know
spectate these,
Steve.
then?
Adam, you know Steve White.
Yeah.
I watched a video of him doing it.
Martial arts.
Fuck. Right. I watched one of the guys that used
Still
to work
break a
with
limb.
us. Right. One of the guys that used to work for us. He did the white collar MMA or whatever it's called. And my God, mate, the guy's basically good at everything he tries.
I hate people like that.
I love
Yeah,
it.
he
We
just,
I envy
it's just
inspiring.
every
Yeah.
single thing he tries, he'll be good at
Put it
it.
this way, we went to golf and
Oh
he
my
managed to get a chip in from about 70 yards, chipped it onto the green and into the hole. And that was like his second time playing. You're like,
But
Go on!
Some
this,
people just are.
This guy's just
That's
good
right.
at everything he touches, right? It's
Such a-
amazing. He was doing it, I think it was only a couple of minutes in, and just sparked the guy just effortlessly. Like,
Yeah.
oh my fucking God, like,
That's
the guy
not
was
just 'cause
pretty
he's-
big as
That's
well.
not just because he's like, oh, I'm just good at it. It's probably
No,
because
it's-
he just works pretty. bloody
But-
hard.
yeah, but he's just
Mate.
naturally good at things regardless. So he's already got that advantage sort of thing.
I can
And
tell
then
you,
worked at it. It's
I
like,
can
oh
tell
my
you, he
God.
actually did work at it because he was in the warehouse at one point practicing his spinning kicks and he thought nobody was there. And little Rich walked past and stood at the window and just saw him doing
Mate,
spinning kicks in the warehouse.
That was like 6 years prior.
Yeah, he's training.
Anyway, back to UFC. I was going to say that event. Obviously, Paddy had a good fight. Molly had a good fight. Aspinall, did you see him?
No, I didn't.
Heavyweight, mate. Went up against Volkov, who made it look easy. Like he is a scary individual. Like he's been training since he was a kid in MMA, and you can tell he's just built for it, mate. Like
Is he British as
so,
well?
yeah.
Yeah.
He's so like he's obviously a big dude, but he moves like a middleweight. Like he is so quick.
I've not been
And is
that clued up on.
everything. Like he's like every element of his
Aspinall's
game.
been around for
polished.
a while now.
Yeah.
Oh, bruv, all I'm thinking is that darts player.
Not like not.
There is like
He's not been around stupidly anyway. But obviously he's now getting himself into the top names competition. So yeah, he's going to go places. And who was the dude?
What's someone been sent off?
Dan Hooker. You know Dan Hooker,
Ball
real good
runner,
fighter.
he's so
Yeah,
cool.
again, first round, got him out of there.
I think he's just cool because he's been in so many good fights.
He has, but I felt really sorry for him in this fight just because he, as I say, got demolished
I think he does
really early on.
videos actually. Think about it.
Yeah, probably. He's a really,
he does.
really cool guy.
Yeah, he's.
So yeah, obviously we've skipped over like how our weeks have been. How have your weeks been? Obviously Adam's moved out, so good week there, mate.
Yeah, it's been alright.
Yeah.
Let me just.
Yeah, that's it. Buddy.
Biscuits
Just
are
flash
so far away.
Hiya.
Did he get his nipple out?
He did.
Oh my god. Were you
Sorry.
on him at the time he did that?
Titty Tuesday, isn't
it.
it?
Tuesday. That's not
This
what I
is a
thought.
family show.
Well, kind of.
Yeah,
Really not.
Yeah,
Every week.
Yeah.
It's
Welcome to Family
I don't mean
Goals.
it's a
This is a
family-friendly
fucking
show.
family-friendly show.
No.
I love how
We did say that once.
When
we
we-
did say it's a family friendly.
When we
It's a
started,
shit
we were
for all
gonna-
of the fam- and then we started effing and blinded, and the stuff we're going out. I was like, yeah.
We're going to blank it, mate. We're going to blank the swear words and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we
then the
did
beeps
once.
took too long, mate. I
Yeah,
couldn't
did
be
what?
bothered.
You know what? Let it flow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, week's been good. Went to B&Q, picked up some paint for the house. Mum and I and Elle went to B&M and picked up loads of stuff there. We went to Tesco. Mum bought our first week.
Best life.
Huh?
Living your best
Yeah,
life.
I know.
Yeah, sounds great.
Mum and I went and did a food shop at Tesco for the
Why have you
house.
moved on to food shops? Just have you had a good time, mate? Getting all the stuff in there, and you're looking forward to being an independent
Yesterday
man?
was like a bit mental, wasn't it? For like the first, like what? Mum and Dad got home, and we started moving stuff at what? 6:30. Didn't finish until 9:30.
No, we left about 7.
Oh, okay, brilliant.
2 hours.
I'll
But
be honest, mate. Moving shit. But then
it wasn't too bad. But
Once
I
you're in
didn't
there.
realise how much shit I actually had until I looked.
you not?
Until I no,
That's
mate.
interesting.
We've been
Feel like we've been saying
Right.
ages.
You're an absolute hoarder. mate.
I no, because the loft I only had up in the loft. I only had. Sorry, 3 boxes.
Yee.
He only had 3 boxes of empty bottles.
No, I got rid of them. I got rid
What
of them.
is that?
I had 3
Send
boxes.
shockwaves out to mum.
You'll probably see that on the.
Hammer rattles and everything.
You'll see that in the audio.
Like a
Just-
scene out of Jurassic Park. And
You'll probably see a green smoke just come
Like the Grinch.
Should we get thermal imagery on? I only had 3 boxes of stuff, and they weren't actually that big. And then it was just TV, bed. It was mainly my bed and stuff that took up most of the room. Getting the mattress in the van was bloody hilarious. Dad almost took my head off because we had to bend the mattress around the back.
Yeah.
I'm in there pulling it round. I'm like, right, I'm going to get out now because there's a little gap. Mum and Dad on the other end just went, "Wait!" I'm just there, body's out, a head stuck. I'm like,
I'd like to see that.
no.
I'm just gonna get a
just
couple of
makes us
custard
change
creams
that. It's
out.
not Dad with the head trauma.
They look good.
Harry with the head trauma. All
No,
of us.
his head trauma is nothing compared to what he's had. He got knocked off of that bloody
Yeah, mate.
building
Yeah,
because of
We won't go
James.
over that again. That was a scary
Oh, my
time.
God.
Not been the same since.
He wasn't the same prior.
I think the worst one was Dane at work.
I was
stood there,
slamming
he
your
dropped-
head.
Top of the lid.
In front of the Sons of Nanady sign.
Dropped the bean. Just dropped it down.
No, he
Fucking my
didn't.
head.
Don't. No, you didn't. No.
I might be thinking of a different one.
about me running around.
Yeah, there was one where he was just stood there, he stood outside having a cigarette, and then for no reason whatsoever, he just turned and bolted. But the forklift was behind him with the big old boom. And he just
Oh,
got
yeah, I remember that.
beat his head in.
He's also done that with the van as well.
Doing?
He also
He
did
did
that,
it.
yeah.
Running,
Tried to jump into the
back
van,
of the
but it was a lower, and he's just gone.
Right?
The big
The other thing, you
smaller
know,
one.
yeah, right. You know the sliding doors on the side of vans, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at the rail, it comes in. He was stood in there. One of the guys gone up, swung the door, not knowing he's there. As it's gone in, it's gone bang, and then shuddered back open. where it smashed it through there, and it shuddered back open. The guy's like, oh, what the?
No wonder Dad's just an absolute mess.
Right? We go on about the mistakes he makes.
You've got Fred, mate.
Yeah, doing that shove and going, what are you doing?
He'd do a you and go, who put that door there?
Oh my God. But we go on about the amount of mistakes and how stupid he is and all this. Honestly, with the amount of head trauma he's had,
You lot
it's
probably
no
did it to
surprise.
him.
It is no surprise.
You lot have put him in this position. Just remember, other than Dad
James
jumping.
tried to kill him. Like,
What do you remember this, mate?
dropped a full sheet of NDF on his face.
It's an accident. Tried, attempted.
Mate, I was on top of the roof trying
Also,
to hold the
also, yeah.
entire sheet of
How
MDF.
old were you?
Quite young.
Yeah, you were young. You? How long have you been working there?
No, this is to do with me.
I tried to drive us.
But yeah, I've had a good week.
How was your week, Harry? I heard Harry went on a bit of a walk as well. Do you want to tell us about
I've
that?
had a good week. How are you, Harry?
Somehow forgot.
Let's hear your drunken escapades.
How are your legs?
2-0 England.
Oh yeah.
Sterling.
I somehow
Mate,
forgot.
yesterday Harry
was so
came
bad.
home and we were moving stuff in the van and I was like, oh Harry, can you grab this? He's like,
It's like a shower or something. My quads were.
I was like,
Painful.
I didn't know what was going on. I was just
Quite hilly up there, isn't it?
Mate, I don't know where I was just walking all over the place. I've done about 10,000 steps at
In
like
2
6
hours.
a.m.
I didn't.
My average is like 2,500, which
Yeah,
is
but the
pretty
thing
poor.
was,
it is.
It's
where
very-
it was
You sit at a desk
to get
or in your
home
bed, mate.
was literally about half a mile.
Yeah, it literally,
2 hours.
it's a 5-minute walk, 5 to 10 minute walk.
And I took one wrong turn in, and then I was like,
Right.
now I
You
have
took
no
one
idea
wrong
where I am.
turning multiple times.
No,
You
I
just
took
kept
one,
going
and then I was
left,
walking
left.
forward, and then I was like,
Why
I
did you
have
get
not-
dropped up there? Were you dropped up
Because my
there?
mate was absolutely battered, so I've helped him out. Whatever. Jumped back in the taxi. I went, sorry mate, I'm just 2 minutes down the road, and I'll instruct you. And he went, yeah, no, you paid to come here.
just
Like, you need to pay me more. I was like, it's 2 minutes down the road, mate. Like, I have no cash. And he goes, we'll go to the cash point then. And I was like, well, I'm not paying again. So I was like, no, I'll just walk. Because again, 5 minutes. You know, I'd rather that than pay him like a tenner just to drop me 5 minutes down the road.
Yeah, I bet you wish you paid now.
Oh, mate, yeah, absolutely. I thought I could actually die out there. I was 2 minutes
Right.
away. I thought I'd never be
Did
back.
you-
I
what-
sat on
what-
somebody's driveway thinking, I guess I'm just waiting here now until somebody comes out. Because mate, it's like 7 a.m. at this point.
No, it
'Cause
wasn't, mate.
Wait,
I'm going
what?
to die out here rather than knock on a door if, like, worse comes to
No,
worse.
I'd just sit
So-
there. I wouldn't want to wake him up.
This is the night.
No, you
this is
just
the
want them to
night.
look out at the window and see some random kids sat on your driveway.
This is the
Yeah,
night
right.
that the clocks went forward.
Yeah. Which
So
is really
Harry
worse.
rocked up at 7 o'clock here,
Right. It was 6.
and yeah, which was about 6 o'clock for it. But I've come down. No, sorry, I didn't come down. Harry's
came down?
walked in.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone straight
yeah,
upstairs and opened my bedroom door to see if I'm there, with my girlfriend in bed with me, and she doesn't wear anything to bed, and she was just rolled over in the duvet. Harry's
Shout out
opened the
to Elle.
door.
Shout out to Elle.
Harry's Harry swung open the door.
I walked in and went, nice to see you.
Harry swung open the door. I'm sat there in my boxers. I've turned and looked at him, and he's just gone, "Whoa," and then just shut the door and walked
For some
back
reason, I
down.
thought he's not here, is he? Just check anyway. But I've opened the door, and all I can remember is you just being like this.
Mate, I don't
On the
sleep.
side going-
I don't sleep under the duvet. I have the duvet curled up under me, and I have my leg over the top of it. So I'm just laying there in my boxers. You've opened the door. I turned and looked at you. You've gone, shut the door, come back down. So I'm like, I'll go see what he wants. I come down. You're stood outside in a long sleeve top and your boxers. And you're like, oh,
It's
But
fine.
I had to take that bit of clothing off, mate, because my legs were battered. Mate, you have no
But the thing
idea.
is, what got me with that? Okay, so You've lived here your whole life.
Yeah, bro.
How did you not know that? Well, I got lost, so I just kept turning left.
Yeah.
And then I went past the same place a couple of times.
Do you know how?
Well, yeah, if you keep turning left.
This is what happened. I was walking. I saw some like barrel, like one of the scooters, and I was like, oh, I wish I could jump on that, but my phone was dying. I didn't want to like.
It was on
use
1%
it.
for
I'll
like
try
an
and use
hour.
it and it not work. So I tried it before and it didn't work. So I was like, if I try and my phone dies, then it's pointless anyway. So I thought I'm just gonna turn around. And then I kept walking. Then like an hour later, I got to the same point. I went, oh, some more scooters. I walked over to use it, and I went, I know I can't use it. And then I was like, I'm in the same bloody place. And instead of turning left again, I just went straight forward, and I went, great, I know where I am now. So I could have saved myself an hour.
I tell you what, at least you didn't
You're
call Dad
fuming,
up
but
this
it's
time.
your fault.
Yeah, absolutely. No, the whole time I'm on the phone, like sending voice notes, going, mate, I'm absolutely fuming about the situation, but I only have myself to blame. Like, literally, just send them to everybody.
The funniest thing is, you could have avoided this if you weren't such a tight ass.
Yeah,
Yeah, literally.
mate. No,
It's
out
true,
of
though.
principle, mate.
But
I
no,
think to use,
he's
like,
a
I know,
taxi
how much
driver.
battery did you have?
I needed my
Right.
Italian guy.
Mate,
yeah,
how much
you
battery
need
did you
your
have?
meat.
Like
One-
5-10%.
So you were sending voice notes, but you couldn't,
I know.
Mate,
and
no,
you
but
couldn't
that's-
use Google Maps as well.
I was going to say
Does
Google
though,
Maps.
surely to
No,
a degree.
but I didn't really. But I'd look at my Snapchat maps and go. I'd look at it and go. Right.
You had enough to go onto Snapchat,
I know
but
where
not
I
onto
am.
Google Maps.
Well, just listen to me, bro. I don't know why you think that I was thinking logically at 7 a.m. after a long night out of drinking.
Well, you thought I ain't going to spend a tenner to go 2 minutes
After long
down the
nights out
road.
of drinking,
That's
though,
pretty-
just,
Mate,
you'd still be able to do that.
Yeah, nah.
You would.
long story
I
short,
was in a
Harry.
kebab shop for about an hour, apparently. I don't remember doing that.
God.
Long story short.
That's gone. That's just left. Left the pod, mate.
Yeah,
It's
man.
disgusting.
Long story short, just pay the taxi man.
No. Out.
Anyway,
You want to find out the
how's your
Italians?
week been?
Yeah.
I don't even know what I did this week.
Fat what a cash.
Work
I did
very
have a
similar
fat
to
one
me,
of
mate,
cash,
to be
yeah.
honest.
Oh, mate, sending me
He
photos
keeps
of
sending
his
photos to Harry.
cash.
Okay.
I know
What, cash
Harry
and hand
likes
jobs.
it. Huh?
Yeah.
Cash and hand jobs.
Sorry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cash and hand
Cash and
jobs.
hand
Yes.
Cash in hand.
Cash
Sorry,
in hand jobs.
Cash
Yes.
and hand jobs.
Cash and hand jobs.
He's getting cash in
Sounds
with
better.
getting cash in hand jobs.
Mate, if I get paid, I'll do pretty much anything.
Wow. So, still in
Better
rivalry?
standards.
Breadwinner.
Yeah. So obviously we usually talk about FPL in this segment, but we'll skip that this week because
There's
it's
no
been the
FPL.
international break, innit? Any plans for Game Week 31? Anyone? I haven't even looked at it yet.
I don't want to
haven't
look at
looked,
it until the day before.
I know Trent's still injured, supposedly, but then he
Doubles
might
are
not be.
coming
up.
Doubles are coming up anyway. Yeah, we're just going to wing it this week with the FPL stuff, I think.
yeah.
I'm looking at it tomorrow,
I'm bloody
hopefully get an
loving
idea,
it.
see what's going on. Don't know whether I'm wild
When's
carding
it
or whether
start?
I'm just going to
Saturday?
be.
Or
I think deadline might be Friday.
is it?
Maybe.
No, Saturday, 11 a.m.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sound. Adam knows more than I.
Oh,
The
David.
biscuit's
Can I get a
gone.
fork?
Livid. I suppose as well, worth
No.
chatting quickly. What?
I need a fork. ASAP walkie.
Need a fork. Need a fork.
Why a fork? You lift it
Scoop
out
it.
and then it just falls out.
Why are you
wouldn't it?
spoon?
Is that-
Because
Spoon
if you
is
use a
bad,
fork, it just all falls through.
Grab the spoon, please, mate.
Wait.
Yeah, I know, Mum could lob it, but she won't. Spin, it's an advert. Chill out.
God.
All right, sorted. Should we comment on the Oscars?
The incident.
See, good job you didn't
By the
have a
way,
fork.
without it, didn't know what was going on.
No, me neither.
There was
Me neither.
few- there was
Brought a lot of
actually couple
attention.
things.
There's a lot of people saying that they think it's staged and stuff. I don't.
It was
No,
that
there was,
embarrassing, but
someone-
it couldn't have been.
Someone had a body language expert look at it and they're
You
like,
saw
it's
a
not.
leg-
No,
yeah,
but
I
they
skipped the
turned
body
around and went,
language
it's
experts.
not staged.
I skipped the body language experts, mate. Just looking at it, you can tell. Like to start with, when he went up and when he slapped him, you thought
This
But then
it's
he
a gag
sat-
of some sort.
Yeah, but then he sat down and was like,
It
keep.
was. Yeah, it was the
It's happened again.
vocalisation after.
I actually
like-
said to Mum, if he just left it at the slap, I think it. People would have been like, "What's that?"
Yeah.
And it would have, but because he made himself look like even more of a knob by shouting.
Firstly, I
embarrassing.
commend Chris Rock immensely
Yeah, he
for
done
carrying
well.
on. Like, he just carried on. Yeah,
done
I think
well.
the only stumble he made was something about, like, afterwards where he said he was
was like,
something to do with a documentary. And then he was like, an Oscar. Like,
Yeah.
so he made one little stumble, but understandably so, he'd just been slapped in the face.
Yeah.
Took the slap really well.
Also-
Didn't rub his face once.
I was just about to say that
Didn't rub his
because
face
he
once.
wanted to.
He definitely
wanted
did.
to.
However, he also did the whole, like, when he looked to the side to, like, the guys behind stage, and he's like, afterwards, after getting slapped, like, I could, and it's almost like he had so much more in the tank that he could have said about Will Smith there.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
Yeah.
He's a pro, mate, like an absolute pro. So to carry on and do what he did, fair play
Well,
to him.
I'm sorry.
What?
Oh, wait, Mum's
Finish the
input.
sentence, Mum. Don't
She
you
didn't-
say-
she didn't want to make
Will
any
Smith
comment.
was bang out of order. You
No,
can't,
I
if you're an
just think
audience member and you
they
do the
both-
same thing.
They both need their mothers to tell them off. That's what
No,
they need.
I disagree.
I
Chris
just-
Rock's doing his job.
Yeah.
That is his job.
He's a comedian.
It's
Apparently he
And,
didn't.
and he's a comedian,
But
and
it
Will
was
Smith
done in
laughed.
bad taste, really.
Apparently,
Really? He didn't even know.
didn't.
I was gonna say, apparently he didn't know
He's
that
come out and
Jada
said
had
he didn't know she had
alopecia.
alopecia, so he's making a comment. That's why he said
It's a G.I.
G.I. Jane joke.
Anyway,
Like, what are
It
you?
was just a very embarrassing situation on both of them. And not-
I don't. Yeah, no. Will
his
Smith.
speech as well, his acceptance speech for the Oscar that he won 2 minutes later, which is also bloody hilarious.
It shouldn't have happened.
It was, embarrassing.
I was watching that.
Yeah.
The way he was going about it, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
So yeah, not ideal.
No, don't get it twisted. Like, I love Will Smith as well.
I love
Will
absolutely.
Smith. Although I have sensed, like, I don't know if any of you have checked out his recent book. Like,
No.
Nah, so I
No.
caught a little bit of it, and he does come across as a bit of an arrogant bellend now.
He's
Like,
a good enough actor, but I wouldn't like to know him.
he's got like a, I don't even know how to, almost like a bit of a god complex going on. But then I think there's more to it. Like, that slap to me was so much
Built up
deeper than
more.
just what Chris Rock said.
You would think when he
It
made
was-
those jokes, that joke,
Charlemagne
he
said
stood there and
Yeah,
laughed.
I
That's it, he
completely
stood
agree
there
with his
and
point
he
of view, to
laughed
be
at
honest.
it, and then looked over and went, "Oh shit, I've got to do something about this."
That's it. So he was laughing
Because
initially.
when you think about the history with his wife and everything that happened, he sort of went, "Haha, oh, okay, she's
This is the
pissed.
thing,
I've got to
like-
do something about this."
She's definitely
To not
got
repeat.
some level of manipulation over him, I think.
Now this is
To be fair, even if she wasn't trying to, she will have that level of manipulation because of the history.
It
If
doesn't
she-
resort. You had like,
even
is it
if she
Tiffany
didn't want to.
Haddish? Did you see her interview afterwards? Do you know who she is?
No.
Like a comedian / actress. She's
Right.
come out recent years, like. But yeah, she was making comments like, "Oh, that's exactly what your man
Husband
should do," and it's
Absolutely
like
not.
absolute toxicity. That is
Yeah.
like no.
That is disgraceful because you're basically then saying to assault somebody is perfectly fine because you're
Absolutely.
protecting someone.
Absolutely.
But you wouldn't.
It'd be
not
different.
nah.
It'd be different if it was a physical thing from Chris to Will, or Chris to Jada.
Yeah.
Like, then that would
It's a
be
joke.
And
actual
it
defence.
also
but
makes you
because
look
it was
less
a
of
joke
a
made.
man to
It does.
bitch slap someone in the face.
100%.
But if
To
you
be
look
able
as
to
well,
firm it and then speak to him after, be like,
Exactly.
It's
Like,
way
that
more
was
of a
that was
man
out of
thing to
order.
do.
Like,
yeah, to
she's got
firm the
alopecia,
joke.
and then Chris Rock would have been, "I had no idea.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry," and resolved.
you watch
Anyway.
the slap and you just see Will turn and you can see him smiling.
Yeah, I think that was more of an awkward, like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I've just done that" kind
Yeah.
of thing almost. But then he had to follow through with like, "This is why I've done it. I'm angry. Keep my wife's name on your mouth." Like,
Oh, mate, honestly.
Personal opinion, I think they've had more than enough airtime. It's 24 hours of it. They don't need any more.
Been more than 20.
we've got a comment on the hot takes of the week.
Mum, it was. I'll be honest. It's the best thing I've seen from the Oscars since you know.
Slice
The
bread.
only other thing is like Ricky Gervais.
It's
And
an
there's also
important,
an-
mate,
but
that
it's,
was the
it's an
Globes,
important.
though,
It's a,
that.
you can't just say that. It's an important discussion point. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
because for kids seeing that,
It's
they're
in the
gonna think-
news. Like,
They're going to think that's okay to do.
No, I completely agree.
Do you know what I mean?
I completely
Or that's
agree.
the first answer. Like,
For those
it's
people
different
that
if you're
follow
being
the Fresh
bullied or
Prince.
whatever, and
I
it's
completely
persistent,
agree, but I
whatever.
think, 24 hours is more than enough time.
yeah, because that's what.
But we
happened
haven't
with
commented
multiple
on
other.
that yet.
Oh,
So
I heard that.
yeah,
I think. Yeah.
Um,
Be a great man to deal with things properly.
definitely.
rather
And I
than
think he knew
things
that.
being
Obviously, he's come out with a
bitchy.
public apology since and
Yeah.
stuff. So that's all you can do at that point. But
With
yeah.
hindsight, you'll regret it, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. But it doesn't take anything away from. I haven't seen the film King Richard. I don't know if any of you have. I haven't seen
Sure,
it, but
it's
I hear
great.
it's great. Yeah,
I'm
and I'm
sure
sure it
it's
is.
Really
So
good.
I'm
yeah.
sure he done really well in that role.
Apparently, the Benedict
Absolutely.
Cumberbatch Power of Dog is better.
So, we said last week we were going to do some album reviews, didn't we, Harry?
Yeah.
What were the
Gareth.
albums, Harry?
How many
It
of
was,
them did you listen to, Harry?
Well, out of the three, I have listened to
None.
None of them.
Oh, mate. What
I've heard of, I've pretty much heard of all the Jerry Springer. I've heard 2 songs, so that's pretty
You're
much
about to say Jerry
Springer's.
Springer.
Jerry Cinnamon.
Jerry
You're saying Jerry Springer.
That's how much he cares to me. Okay,
Jerry
Jerry
Springer.
Springer.
Love Jerry
I
Springer.
guarantee he's a better singer. I guarantee it.
Mate, I love Jerry Springer though. Fucking
Jerry
dwarf
Springer's
voice.
great. What album should we start with then, boys? Should we go with Jerry Cinnamon?
You
Let's
may as well.
let's give a hot take on
Yeah,
it.
the only one that Harry's listened
There's
to. Let's
some
go
you
for
have,
it.
some
So I reckon the old man should start with this and what he thinks of Jerry Cinnamon, because you are the one that recommended it.
Shall we get on a scale
It's
of
alright.
1 to 10?
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah. Love it.
Amazing.
What makes you love it so much?
Just everything about it. And the lyrics are quite simple,
Yeah.
so I can remember them.
Yeah. Catchy.
Very catchy.
Yeah.
Pub singer, bro.
Like the
Very
riffs.
rough-singery. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, like it, just like it.
Sweet. Okay.
How,
Good
how,
take.
how often do you like it? Just sometimes?
Nearly all of the time.
What do you think, Ben? What do you think of Jerry Cinnamon?
He's on a funk.
He is a terrible singer,
Okay.
but it is catchy.
Okay.
It is catchy.
Adam?
Yeah, car music, toe tapping if you just want to kind of blank out. Because I obviously drive a car and tap my toes whilst driving.
He
Okay.
doesn't drive.
It's all right. It's not the best thing. Prefer it live because, like
Yeah.
Dad said, it's more of a performance
understand
rather than
To
actually
be honest,
music.
though, you find that with like
Yeah.
most artists. Like when you go to a live show, you love them more.
But it is.
but-
It's because it's that folky style of music.
Yeah.
It always sounds better when it's live because they could. They
I don't know, mate. Like it doesn't sound bad. Like on a vinyl, especially, you're gonna enjoy.
Yeah.
I've listened to it on vinyl, but I can guarantee the sound quality will be like. Nice.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
Yeah, but I prefer the crowd actually.
Stinks. Eh?
I prefer the crowd drowning them out. Yeah. when they're
Okay.
all
He don't.
Got some mixed
he's just
reviews
not
there.
very good.
Harry, you like it that much that you made your own
Right,
lyrics.
that
Sings it
sums
all
up
the
how
time.
bad it is, bro. I had to make up my own lyrics for it to be interesting.
You sing it all the time, Harry, don't lie.
Maybe some of the time.
Maybe sometimes.
He's on a fog on ego
Nah,
trip.
bro, it's not. I can't.
So-
One side, they all sound the same.
I thought. I'll be honest. I listened to it today. It was one of them where it was like we had three albums that we we're going to review, and Jerry Cinnamon was last, and I left it till last minute. But still, thought got to listen to it, so I did, and I gave it the full time that I should have given it and attention.
So not much.
Well, I'll start off by saying that it wasn't terrible. Like, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Catchy songs, some nice riffs there. I liked the mix of, like, so there's some ballads on there, there's some more upbeat tempo ones as well. Some quite, like, I can understand for, because he's got quite a cult following as an independent artist, and he'll appeal to a lot of, like, Scottish people, where, isn't there a song about Glasgow?
Yeah.
I tried to pick up on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can understand that. Can understand him being good live as well. Would I listen to it again? Absolutely not.
You might not have a choice
the
if you come
lyrics
over.
were, yeah, as I say, like poetic, but like middle school kind of poetry. But yeah, it wasn't like, some of them were catchy. Like I was bopping along to a few of them and like, oh yeah, like that, you know. So yeah, that's my
Harry's
take.
kind of poetry then to this
My
music.
poetry's bars, mate.
Yeah, wait till the rap battles, we'll see.
You don't even want to know.
So yeah, that's my take on the Jerry Cinnamon. What's the album called again?
Erratic
Cinematic, isn't it? Yeah, pretty cool album name.
Sounds
Given
like,
that,
does sound like a rapper's album in like the 90s.
a little bit.
Erratic cinematic.
But yeah, and do you know what? The cinematic vibe, even though the lyrics were quite basic, it did paint a bit of a picture.
Yeah.
I'd imagine it being a bit of a black and white picture in some shithole in Scotland. But
It is
Still.
a very Scottish
yeah,
album, isn't
of course
it?
it is. He's a Scottish fella, isn't it?
Yeah,
So it's bound to be.
straight up.
But
It is very Scottish though.
yeah, so I get the
Props
appeal.
to-
I get it's kind of like, you know, that kind of punky, folky, rocky. I don't really know how to describe the genre, but it's that vibe.
It's indie folk.
Yeah, indie
Regardless, props to the guy for doing it without any sort of label.
that
or
is
anything.
absolutely. Like
Props to
I
him for that.
I would absolutely agree with you on that. If you can go independent, fuck the majors. Excuse my French, man.
But
it's true though.
he's managed
True.
to get played all over the radio quite a few times. and he's not
Absolutely.
signed
If you
to
can make a
any
living
label.
off of selling out shows in your
Fair
own
enough.
hometown,
Fair,
why wouldn't you do it?
Happy days,
Why
yeah.
wouldn't you do it?
Then a
Cult
travel
following.
He got
So,
3 million, hasn't he?
yeah, probably
Out of it.
reinvest
Yeah,
into it. Yeah,
He's actually made about 3 million.
yeah, yeah,
It's alright, isn't it? It's a
absolutely.
job done then.
Not bad for someone that's been
Show
recorded
ticket
in
sales
your
is where
bedroom.
you're going to get your money from, and that's what labels,
Really?
major labels, tend to do 360 deals now. So they're taking money not only from the music itself and royalties from that, they'll take a massive split of your shows that you sell, and they'll also take splits of like merchandise and anything else that you
Yeah.
sell. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's not even just
They get
about the
tied into
records that they're.
contracts.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
D-Block Europe had that, and they were like,
Yeah.
you have to do a minimum of
Yeah,
a
yeah.
ridiculous
Yeah,
amount of
like
songs that you
7
can get out of
albums,
this.
whatever. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, some of them crazy. So yeah, that's Erratic Cinematic. What's the next album? We went with.
Magic.
Mum, what did we go with?
Rumours by Fleetwood Mac.
Who?
Who wants to start? Mum, you start with that then. What do you think? Why did you recommend this album to us to listen to?
Well, it's just one of those classic albums that I hold, a treasure.
77 was it that it came out?
77 the album
Yeah.
was
So you were
brought
11,
out,
both
yes.
of you. 11.
But I didn't know about the album until I heard one or two of the tracks, obviously, because I was only young, obviously in 77, but I heard more of it in 78, and that's
Okay.
when I bought my first Rumours album, and it's just got a lot of memories linked to it, and some recognisable tracks by.
Oh, it
Would you
is
agree?
One thing I can say about it, without
Absolutely.
listening
Fleetwood Mac were
stacked
quite
with
big,
classics.
late 70s, early
They were
80s.
Yeah.
huge.
They were
absolutely
huge.
huge.
That
Without
album was
listening.
the one that really
Yeah.
kind of took
Yeah.
took off.
the
for
songs
them,
are
wasn't it?
popular, innit?
Of
Like,
course they are.
I didn't listen to it, obviously. But people that I know, like, love them as well. Like,
Yeah.
some of
Not
the
to
girls
mention
that
the
I
inspiration
love.
they've had on, like, there's so many hip hop songs out there that have sampled Fleetwood Mac.
Absolutely.
They still
Absolutely.
know.
Not even
Kick
that,
on.
James. They did Songbird, which was the original one, which is.
It broke me,
Elise-
mate.
Elise
Nearly broke me.
was born
And
to
I
the
got married
Eva
to.
Cassidy version. Oh, was it?
Yeah, you wouldn't remember because none of you were there for the dance.
Danielle walked down the aisle to
Oh,
it,
right.
so you all were there.
Oh, my
Songbird.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
remember it.
originally
Would you
wrote it.
agree to say, like, back in that time, and that was around the time that music was like the soundtrack to your life more? Like,
Oh,
Definitely
massively.
was.
obviously, I wasn't there
I
at that
mean,
point, but I can
massively.
imagine.
If you think, what you youngsters have now in your lives with social media and all these other platforms that you can
Yeah.
follow, etc. In our young years, when we were hitting our teens, even before then, all we had was the radio
Yeah.
and music, and we were forever listening to Top 40,
Late,
the classic.
late
every-
70s, early 80s, it was like between 4 and 6 every Sunday evening was top 40, wasn't
Absolutely.
it?
Do you know what, though? Still when I was.
never had-
Everybody went home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tape,
Yeah.
Top
But-
40.
But I would still do that. Can you not remember with the?
Yeah.
I used to tape. So that was. I was about 12.
A lot of people of our age that will remember doing this, and we all did it because we listened to the radio in the top 40 every week, and we would set our tape recorders, cassettes,
Yeah.
because there was no CDs and everything back then.
Really?
There was
And-
tapes when I was around.
But again, that's
yeah,
what.
but hold on, we used to literally have the record button set
Yeah.
and pause.
Yeah.
So when the DJ was actually doing his talking, whatever, and as soon as the next track stopped, we'd release it. And every week we would record that current week's top 40. It was just an activity. So music was huge.
100%.
You were saying
I
it was
appreciate
a
that.
it's like the soundtrack to your life. So you were Fleetwood Mac, whereas Dad would probably be
Well,
like
I like
Pogues.
I like all sorts.
Kevin Bloody Wilson,
Yeah.
Madness.
Just the
I-
guy.
Madness is quality. Don't diss
Yeah.
Madness, mate.
Yeah,
I
but
did
Dad
like
walking,
all
just-
sorts of
Yeah.
70s music and so on, but I also did like rock, metal.
I understand. I do understand the impact that album had back then. I also like the fact that after doing a little bit of research, and I vaguely knew this anyway, but the group themselves all being in relationships, but they were all going through at that time.
Yeah, that's the
Divorce
whole
process
point of
as
what
well.
rumours were. They basically, from what I understand, they actually went separately, made their own songs, and then came back and made this album.
be
which is
able
why
to
they're
do
not,
that-
They're not all
Do you know
singing
what
together.
their
They're just
To be
playing
able to
and
do
then-
that
Their
is
very
insane,
first
though.
release was as a group, written by Mick Fleetwood.
It was Albatross.
Albatross. Now that is, if you just want to hear some classical, it's just one of those tunes that you will recognise the tune,
quite
and you'll
possibly,
think, I know that. Play it and appreciate that style of music, and that's how they carried on through all.
But the thing is, that whole album is stacked full of
Back-to-back
classics.
Yeah.
bangers, mate.
And you
I
all know
thoroughly
it.
enjoyed it. We haven't
Amazing.
commented on the
You know
music
those
itself
tracks.
yet. Like,
Amazing.
70% of them I knew anyway. Hearing it as a whole project, yeah, excellent. Had a
And
great time.
Stevie Nicks is a baller.
Yeah.
I love
She's
Stevie
amazing.
Nicks.
100%.
She's a bit of a crazy person. on
Oh, I
stage,
love it
but
though.
she's
I love it.
Amazing. Yeah.
So yeah, I have nothing negative to say about it, to be honest with you.
Quality.
Nothing negative to say. It is an absolute classic.
And the Formula One song.
Absolutely.
Mate, the Chain is a banger. Like,
They're all
I just,
bangers.
yeah.
yeah, but that one
It's
especially.
the drums around that time as well. I think that's one thing they, from my understanding,
Like
were
the
very
808s.
unique at. Like listening to it, that's where it started a whole new wave of like I can't even describe
like
it.
they were heavy,
they're
bassy-
like crispy drums, like real kind of.
Yeah, sharp.
And that's why, again, a lot of hip hop music, like through, I would say, like probably late 90s,
But
I
you
would
see,
say,
even
of sampled.
with that, the group themselves, everybody relates to Stevie Nicks being, because she was at the forefront on
Yeah.
the stage all the time singing. But Chrissy McVie
Mm.
did a lot
Of the writing.
the writing, and she sang Songbird.
I do prefer
Wrote
Eva
the
Cassidy's
song
version though. It's I know obviously
I know,
you
we all
can't
know Eva Cassidy,
take away
she's got
from-
one of those beautiful sounds. Her tone was
Yeah.
just, you
Holly?
cry just by hearing her. But you know, Chrissy was a very good writer, and
Absolutely.
she did a lot of their writing.
the fact that they were all going through divorce proceedings and
Yeah.
stuff and actually still managed to
They
creatively
reformed.
produce that album.
They came back
Yeah.
briefly to do another tour
Yeah.
when they were a lot older, and 10 years or something
Yeah.
like that. But 10 years ago or something.
So if you were to
So,
pick a single song out of the album,
Can't.
if you
I tried
had
earlier.
to,
Can't.
You can go your own way.
Great song.
yeah,
Can't.
Spen?
Great
Don't
song.
stop.
choose
The Chain's just quality.
Dreams.
Don't stop.
Dreams, brilliant.
again.
Mate, they're all
But
bangers.
Each track means something else to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get it completely. So yeah,
Yeah.
banger of an album.
Not a part of the album, but Rhiannon.
Huh?
Rhiannon, the song.
That's,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
Not a part of the actual
Not-
album,
no,
but
yeah, it was a good hit.
phenomenal song.
So obviously moving on then. Again, absolute banger of an album. So
Dad
thank
didn't
you for
listen
that
to it,
recommendation,
so-
Mum. What? Oh, Magic. You
No.
didn't listen to Magic
Dad's
either.
probably not listened to any of it other than Joey Cinnamon, mate.
He
Oh.
knows Fleetwood Mac, obviously.
Eh?
He knows Fleetwood
Yeah,
Mac,
but he ain't
yeah.
reminded
I
himself.
did listen to Fleetwood Mac. I haven't listened to the other one though.
Oh,
I haven't got around to that one.
damn.
Wait until
What
this
did we
week.
think
So.
then? So shall I let? I'll say why I recommended it. Obviously, Nas, legend that he is in the hip hop realm. He's had 3 albums released in 2021: King's Disease 1, King's
Which
Disease
is
2,
just
and
crazy
Magic.
impressive.
So he is in form, and I just liked the fact that Magic he put out without any kind of. It was just a surprise drop, so he didn't no kind of.
Yeah.
But that was a total of like
No
20
rollout.
tracks over the 3, isn't it?
What's that?
Over the 3 albums,
Over the
about
3
20
albums, about
tracks.
20 tracks, wasn't it? Because I know this one is
I
about
would say 30.
8.
There's 9 tracks on Magic.
Is there 9 on
Yeah, I
Magic?
think
I'll tell you
so.
what, I'll have a look whilst you talk.
You might be right, but I think there was probably about 8, 9, 10 something on.
That's right,
each
I'll have a
one.
look whilst you.
But
chat.
yeah, so I liked the fact with this one as well. It was, I would say, the rawest out of the 3 releases. So although I think probably King's Disease 1 and 2 are the better albums, better projects, so you can go back and listen to them if you want to. Magic was just like him showing off basically, and just showing like I'm
it
still
shows as
the
well,
guy's
right?
like 50. Well, I don't know if he
48.
is 48.
So,
He's 21 years past the 27 club.
Just yeah, there you go. Yeah, no, yeah.
I have heard it a lot now.
Yeah.
I've just checked. King's Disease was in 2020. King's Disease 2 was 21. Magic was 21, and then he did the expanded edition.
It was definitely 3
written.
projects.
Yeah, so he
within a
did.
year.
It was written as expanded
It
edition
was
in
written-
2021.
Yeah, that's not part of it.
But
It might have dropped just
3 albums
before.
within a year.
13,
Yeah,
mad.
It's
it's
mad.
mad regardless. yeah.
27,
And all of them being good. So yeah, and the album itself is just it's flawless.
35,
Nas, like
35 tracks.
since he's twinned up
Did you say
with
27 plus 9 was 35? Did you
36.
just say that?
what was I saying? Lost Trailer Thought.
The albums.
Yeah, teaming up with Hit Boy, producer. So obviously Nas has had a period of time where he's just like he's always been known as that rapper that doesn't pick good beats to rap on, and that's where his shortfall is. Whereas with this, can't comment
the
on
whole
that. The
thing's
beats are
amazing.
flawless. Like he flows on them flawless. He's got a really good partnership with Hit Boy. So yeah, that's why I suggested it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Album was absolutely fire.
I like
It was
Meet Joe Black.
amazing. Meet Joe Black.
That
Joe
was
Black's a
quality.
banger.
Awesome
Yeah.
track.
Truth is a banger.
Truth is good. Dedicate. Oh, to be honest, the entire thing you can
Yeah.
just sit there and listen through the entirety of
Yeah,
it.
nice and short.
I've listened to it a lot. It is so good, and you could just keep on listening to it.
I
And
feel like
it's
some
just
albums, when they
no.
have too many songs, it makes it drag.
Well, mate, like I was
Nowadays,
saying,
people have short attention spans.
yeah,
What's what,
I
20,
love hearing
29,
29 minutes,
Really?
mate.
If it's a good project, mate, I love a
But
long
I always
project.
feel like
love it.
there's good, and then there's some you go.
It's similar to movies, though,
Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
makes
Like a 3-hour movie, if it's a shit film,
It's,
Oh.
yeah.
You
Whereas
wouldn't
if
like you wouldn't
it's
sit through
epic-
the entirety of
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings if it was shit.
I wouldn't, because it's just not my bag anyway. But
That's fair.
It's just
it's
not.
fair. It's not for everyone. But yeah.
yeah, so like classic films, some classic films can be 3 hours long, but then that's why most are like an hour and a half or less now, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
people just don't have that sort of level of attention span. But yeah, it's nice to just sit there and have, if it's every track's a banger, 9 tracks.
Yeah.
Is,
Yeah, it's only 29 minutes, so
Good.
half an hour of your life, mate.
Ones like that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
alright.
Really fantastic, mate.
I'll
The
do
whole
that. I'll
album.
do that
Excellent.
next time.
You listened, Adam?
I did, yes.
What did you think? Obviously, not
Yeah,
being
no, yeah,
a hip hop head per se.
Yeah,
Like, I know you
no, I
enjoy some
enjoyed it.
hip-hop
It was
music.
I was listening to it. I was doing the garden, so it was kind of like it was in the back of my head, but there were some moments where I was like, "Oh shit, what
The thing is with Nas as well,
catches you?"
you have to. He's an artist where you have to kind of sit back and listen.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not just
When you just
you
whack on and
know
have
radio
it.
tracks and stuff. Yeah, you don't just. It's not a vibe as such, even though it is a vibe. Like
Listening to the
you
actual
have to
lyrics,
listen to the lyrics,
yeah.
and you get something different every time. Like he's a real lyricist, and he's paved the way for a lot of you
Mm-hmm.
know some of my other personal favourite rappers. Most, you know. So he's,
How old is
he's
he
in
now?
the top. Let's say 48. You say.
48.
48.
That's mad.
He literally says
Yeah,
he's
he does.
21 years past the 27 club.
Yeah.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, that is mental,
48
isn't it?
doing that, mate.
So
But
yeah,
no, all round phenomenal. To be
That's
honest,
it for-
I would say two out of the 3 albums, thumbs up.
I would even say 3 out of the 3, mate. Because Jerry Cinnamon, if you're that type of like, it seems to be cult following. Like, if you are into that sort of music, if you're into like stereophonics and those sorts of things, and then
Stereophonics.
I love Stereophonic.
Well, I know what album we're doing now.
Okay, maybe not stereophonics. Maybe that's a bad example.
Mumford
But
and
if you're into
Sons.
the Pogues, if you're
yeah.
into,
Oh, yeah. Pretty cool. At
Then
times.
they couldn't hang.
yeah, if you're into that sort of genre, then Jerry Cinnamon's for you.
Yeah.
And I wasn't like upset listening to it. I got through it, and it was like,
Whereas
I got
as
through it.
soon as,
I would not be listening to it again.
what was Mum like when we put it on the Alexa?
Fuming, absolutely fuming.
Mum was like, "Oh, Alexa."
Because
yes.
I asked for one song to be played, and then you.
She asked for Songbird. I was like, "It's all right. I'll put it on." And I just went, "Play Jerry Cinnamon." She was like, "No, you never let me do this." I'm like,
Livid
"Jeez,
about
all
it.
right. I'll put on Songbird."
So for next week, then, I don't know if any of you have thought of any albums. I've got one.
I've got one.
Have you?
I think Harry ought to
sweet.
suggest one.
Do I have one?
I think he loses that
I
right
can't-
because he
yeah, I
didn't
don't
friggin'
think-
listen to the
yeah.
one.
Yeah, Harry doesn't.
Yeah,
have-
you listen to these
I do
ones.
have one, but I'm not. But
No,
yeah.
go on, mate. What?
Just means
But I also feel like it's quite a popular one, and I think most people would have heard it. But it would be the Weekend one, Beauty Behind the Madness. I know
Right.
you-
Beauty Behind the Madness we can do.
Yeah.
I love that album.
We
Have
can
you heard
comment
that?
on that.
Yeah.
I probably
happy to
heard
listen to
songs,
Weekend.
but not.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Did you say Beauty Behind the
This
Madness?
is his
I love
first
that album.
Add that in.
first official album, though, isn't it? Because he did mixtapes.
No,
before that.
because
It's not
his
Trilogy
first
one.
official one was.
But Trilogy was that an actual album?
House of Balloon.
So?
So House of Balloons,
Yeah.
Thursday, Echo of Silence, and then Trilogy.
Yeah, but the trilogy is a mix of 3 of those mixtapes.
Yeah, but it's
Kissland as well, and then it was Beauty Behind the
I
But
Madness.
they're not LPs. Like what I'm saying is the first
Yeah.
LP, I think, was Beauty.
potentially, but it's so. Yeah, I love it.
Was it?
But yeah, by all
I'd
means, we can
suggest
review that.
Yeah.
We can review that, no problem.
I'm torn
Boys, I'll
between
listen.
two.
I promise
so.
you, it's my word. I'll listen to them all.
Okay,
Whatever we suggest.
sound. What's your suggestions, Ben?
Mine is an album that I loved when I
not
was
listening to
in
that.
my like mid to late teens.
Go on then.
No,
It's
Thomas, no,
it is
not
not.
what you're thinking, and not what you're.
It's not
thinking.
Green Day.
No,
Good.
No, not Green Day.
No.
That's what
Go
I
on,
was
mate.
not
Good.
what you're
I-
thinking. They've just done a reunion tour as
Not
well.
busted.
No,
The Rolling Stones.
no,
The Beatles.
no,
Beatles.
no.
Just let him say it.
My Chemical Romance.
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay.
The Black Parade.
I really, really like his voice, so yeah. I'm keen.
Brilliant, brilliant.
You want Black Parade,
Okay.
yeah?
The Black Parade is a quality album.
Okay. And Adam, did you have one?
I'm torn between two. Do
Throw
I
one
go,
out, maybe.
do I go for the first one or the second one?
Go for whatever you want to go
Okay,
for, mate.
Anti Deluxe by Rihanna.
Okay.
It's actually
Okay. No.
Okay.
it's
pretty sure I've
actually
heard
a banger
most,
of an
to be
album.
honest.
I probably
Yeah.
I think I've heard most. But
We've gone for 3 50-minute albums, by the way, so we're
I'm
currently
fine
at
with that.
3 hours of music.
What?
I'm just not a big Rihanna fan.
Well,
I'm a
Suck
fan,
it
but
up.
She is a beautiful woman.
She
she is a
really
beautiful
is.
woman.
Her eyes are like glass.
Her voice is like
Butter.
butter.
I also have
arse
one.
is
If
like-
we,
Easily spread. Or
Her arse is like bread.
I don't know.
She's easily spread, did you say?
like butter.
Wow, she was.
I also have one. If we want to throw a fourth.
Yes,
one.
yes.
Shall we do it?
I like
Are
this
you
one as
whacking this
well.
all in? Oh yeah, we can all.
We'll whack it all in the group chat.
I like this
Mine
one.
is one that has. So all of these are old that we've.
So
Yeah.
you're doing
Yeah,
4 albums.
relatively.
Yeah,
Yes.
but we've got one new one. So obviously
A new
this
one that's
it
come
makes it easier that we've actually heard a few of these. So I can give my opinion on yours
Oh, easily.
without even having, even though I will listen to it
Yeah.
again. But I don't have to listen to
I
it
tell you
again.
what, my one will probably bring back because I'm pretty sure you
Yeah,
listened
mate,
to a few
yeah,
of those. so-
I will have done. So there's, it's not going to be hard listening to these. I can put these on. I don't know about you boys.
Easily.
So the fourth one is a new album that has come out, and it is Locksmith Lock Sessions
Yes,
Volume
mate.
3.
Done.
Locksmith is awesome.
I've seen that.
It's literally
Locksmith, have you heard
it
of
came
Locksmith?
out-
As a rapper?
I
Mate,
listened
you're in for a
to
treat.
Released
I
Volume
haven't
2.
heard it all myself yet. I've heard like 3 of the
I
tracks.
literally
As it
listened
came
to
out?
Volume 2 religiously. for a
3 or 4 days ago?
4 days
Something
ago.
like that,
As
yeah.
of today, 4 days ago. It came out on the
I tell you
25th.
what, you want anybody that's,
What's she
watching
rubbing her
this
titty?
now.
What's she doing that for?
Do what?
What it?
I tell you what,
I tell you what, I've got something for you.
nothing wrong with these.
Right. Okay.
That's the milkshake brings all the voice to the yard album.
I get that I got my nipple out earlier,
Right,
but
shush, shush, shush.
Go on, Mum.
It's a family show.
If you get people to
Like we did
try and
last
listen
week.
to it before the
yeah, they have to watch our
comments
pod
come
to
out
begin.
again for this one, the next pod. If they can comment, between now and then,
Comment on
and
the
put
pod.
some on our YouTube,
What of
etc.
recommendations for what we
No,
should listen
about
to?
If
The
they have a
opinions.
listen.
Yeah.
over
Well,
this-
that's naturally they're going to do
Yeah.
that anyway if they pick up the pod. We've
Yeah.
only got like 20 people viewing.
exactly,
so-
but it'd be good. If they
Absolutely.
put in
This is what the whole
what
point of
they've
this is,
listened
isn't it?
to, what they thought of it, and
Absolutely.
Put
So
your
we've
opinions
So
down
we've got.
below.
Yeah, absolutely.
it.
Put your comments down below. Let us know what you think of the albums we've just discussed if you've heard them. So obviously it was Nas Magic,
Rumours.
Rumours,
Fleetwood
Fleetwood
by
Mac.
Fleetwood Mac, and Jerry Cinnamon, Erratic Cinematic. Let us know if you've heard any of those albums, what you think.
Yeah, tell us on any of our socials.
Absolutely. At Sons of Nana D on
Facebook.
Instagram.
Twitter.
and TikTok.
thought
No, he's
he
not
might
going
have
to do it.
done
He's away
that,
with the
mate.
fairies.
No.
I don't know
To be
why
fair,
Tyler
if
He
did
would have
that.
said and Tic Tac. He's
Yeah,
been saying
Tic
that a lot lately.
Out of everyone, you would think that Dad would promote. I was about to say Tic Tac,
TikTok.
TikTok, because he's on it all the
sends me
time now.
He sends me one every day,
Yeah,
and
he
it'll
does
be
it.
like he's working.
That was quite a deep one you sent. Was it yesterday? Were you feeling a bit mellow?
What was it? I can't remember.
It was the whole you have value, like that one with the money, scrumpling up the money.
Shut up, did he?
Did you not see it?
No.
Oh, mate, yeah, have a look. Go back.
On the
It was
group
nice. It was nice.
I bet you anything.
I guarantee it was an accident.
What
No,
probably happened is Dad
maybe.
went to tap it and scrolled to the next
Maybe an
video.
accident. But yeah, it was a nice sentiment. I liked it. But yeah, do let us know in the comments what you think of the albums that we're going to review this week. So we've got, what was yours again?
Behind the Madness.
Beauty Behind the Madness from The Weeknd. Obviously, it's an old album, but we think it's his best, don't we?
I love that
Easily.
album,
Mine was Locksmith, Lock Sessions Volume 3. If you're a hardcore hip hop head, you'll know about him. Adam, yours was Rihanna Auntie.
Oh, wait.
Auntie.
Auntie. I don't think you're waiting, mate. I'm talking
waiting for
to
Mum
the
to.
camera.
I thought we were each doing our own one.
Well, whatever then. What's yours then, Adam?
Rihanna Anti Deluxe.
Look at the camera then, it's on you.
I don't looking at me.
and looked away.
I thought it was on you still.
Spen, what was yours?
My Chemical Romance, The Black Parade.
Sweet. Let us know what you think in the comments. And yeah, if you like this video, please do hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to stay in the loop with all new content. We've also got next episode of Sibling Rivalry being shot on Sunday. We're going to be doing a hot wings challenge. A little bit apprehensive about it, but it should be good fun and you should get some entertainment out of our reaction. So stay tuned for that. I'll put a trailer on this actually.
Go on,
Put a little trailer. Should we put it at the end or should we put it in the middle?
We'll say goodbye and then we'll put it at the end.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, nice way to end it.
Anything else? We've got anything? Oh yeah, FPL manager, join the league.
Join in.
We're aiming for
Okay,
30.
so
We're on 28.
We're not even aiming for 30 now, mate. I'll give up saying that.
Yeah, next.
I don't want
next
anyone
year.
coming in and stealing the shine anymore.
Imagine,
Imagine. If
Don't
you're,
join
if
the
you're
league.
amazing, join. Please.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
We've
We've got the money pot here now as well. Obviously, this has got the winnings in, so whoever gets the top out of us boys and girls, to be fair.
Well, how
Yeah,
many
yeah,
of us?
could be up there.
How many of us are put in?
7, is it?
7. So there's 70 quid sat in there.
There you go. 70 quid
And
prize
you
fund.
can be
And we
caught.
did say about donating it, didn't we?
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said
Donate
if
to
you
charity.
win that you'll donate it.
Oh, right. We're not
will,
doing
we
that.
will,
Yeah, we'll just
What, do you
donate
think
it.
you're going to win, do you?
Yes, mate.
Hey, Adam.
I will come up from behind
Oh.
Yeah, of course you will.
and take it
For
from you.
God's sake.
Thank you for watching and see you later, everyone. Bye bye.
Amazing.